Today, I'm going to give you 3 plays that beat cover 4, maybe change the way you think about it, so you can attack those teams that like to sit in that cover 4 defense. Coming up right now. Hey everybody, welcome to Elite Athletes TV. I'm Mike Pulaski, former 11-year pro quarterback. Today we're talking about beating cover 4. We've had a bunch of questions come in about how do you beat cover 4. There's all those high school teams out there that just want to sit in that look, and it's hard to throw 4 verticals into cover 4, and if they can stop the run up front, then you have to have an answer. Well, there are some plays that are natural cover 4 beaters, and we're going to talk about that here today, but I'm also going to give you some options to change things up, get a different look, and maybe put some shot plays into your repertoire. Remember, a huge piece of beating cover 4 is understanding what looks you're going to get in that cover 4 defense from the team that you're playing. So film study is essential. We're going to take a look at Cal versus TCU. Gary Patterson, one of those guys who was, if not the inventor, a big practitioner of cover 4 and added a lot to the coverage. And so we're going to see how Bill Musgrave, the offensive coordinator at Cal, decided to attack TCU in their variation of cover 4. Remember, understanding what teams are trying to do with it versus you is the biggest key to being able to beat it. Now, let's take a look at how to beat cover 4. So you're trying to beat cover 4. Let's talk about what we're trying to do. A lot of people think it's about trying to get the safeties, but it's really not. All you're trying to do is occupy the safeties in cover 4 because their rules, generally speaking, will be to take any vertical threat they end up locking on and playing man. And so you want to threaten safeties with a vertical threat to get them to lock in man and then either sit or cross their face. The standard cover 4 beater is the sit down and curl or dig with the post over the top. Now you've occupied that safety and you've isolated this corner in one-on-one coverage with outside leverage to start. So that's a classic cover 4 beater across the board. This is actually the last time they used a shot play, a cover 4 beater in this game that Cal's offense did. They used the more advanced stuff earlier on. And I'm going to show you some of those plays coming up. But TCU is playing a more advanced style of cover 4. Of course, Gary Patterson being, one of those cover 4 gurus, he played more advanced stuff to start. But because Cal had beaten them a couple times with the more advanced stuff, now they're playing that backside to the weak side, corner in that roll-up press, safety, playing the half or the sky coverage. And so as a result, you leave this safety matched up there, this corner with outside leverage matched up here. And so that exposes you to the classic cover 4 beater, which is exactly what Cal uses here. You can take a look. Backside safety is playing that too high look. Can't get there in time because the ball's across the field. And you're able to get the big shot play down the field to Jeremiah Hunter. Again, one more time. You can see the route on the backside, trying to hold that backside safety for as long as possible, threatening him with the vertical. And then, of course, giving your quarterback a couple of checkdowns. If for some reason you don't like the matchup here as a quarterback, you're going to get your tight end on a delay release, and then you're going to get your back on a check through and follow. And so if I'm teaching the read for the quarterback, I'm going to key this safety first. Does he sit? Does he square his feet? Does he square his shoulders? If he does, I'm going to give my guy a shot on that go ball one-on-one with outside leverage. I'm going to trust my guy and give him a shot. If that safety gets depth, then I'm thinking give my curl a shot based on my read of this outside backer. If safety gets depth and backer gets depth, now I've got my tight end in the flat. And then if that doesn't work out, of course, I've got my back on the flat route as well, a follow route. So for a quarterback, simple read, key that safety first. If this guy squares his feet at all, if he sits on the curl, whatever he does, if he's not flying out right now, I've got my shot over the top to the post route. Great ball. Good job going to get it. So the standard cover 4 beater an oldie but a goodie. It's fantastic. And if you have a team that plays where they're going to man that safety on anything vertical from number 2, you can use it in your repertoire, put your burner on the outside, and you can hit the post over the top. If you haven't done it yet, make sure that you subscribe and ring that bell. That way you get notified when we have new stuff coming out. Give me a thumbs up if you love what we're talking about beating cover 4 here today. And make sure that you leave me a comment down below. Now let's take a look at another way to beat cover 4. Cal beat him on 4 different occasions with the deep ball in this game. And so a lot of fun variation to what we're looking at here today. So this time, Cal is going to compress the formation. They've got 12 personnel in the game. So you got 1 running back, 1 tight end, or a sniffer in this case, and a tight end in the line of scrimmage. So a heavier set with a run formation. They compress by bringing both receivers over to the right side here. And remember, we said that you're trying to attack the leverage of the corner. In this case, you're getting that nickel 4 look, and they're playing with a nickel Sam, who's playing to the receiver side. And so as they run this down, you'll see Sam playing inside, going to try to stop the run. They got 3 backers inside the box. They got 7 guys inside and 2 guys overhanging. You can see, and we talked about it, TCU is playing a match 4 on the front side. So you have a lock on number 2 by the safety and outside leverage man on number 1 by the corner. And so we saw in the traditional cover 4 beater, and you're going to see kind of the same look here, where you could run the hook with the post over the top. But now because they're compressed and TCU is playing that sky look or cover 2 look over here with the corner who's going to play that flat if it comes out, or if nothing else comes to his side, he's going to get depth with it. And a safety who's playing over the top in that half kind of sky look. So now you're going to get by the receiver. He's going to attack that safety and sit. And then rather than running it straight up top because you don't want to run at this safety on the backside, you're going to get an outside push. He's going to widen that corner with the push to a vertical post. And so what that does, again, it creates all the stress on that corner. Cover 4, we're trying to isolate the corner, create the stress on the corner. And so this play does it beautifully. You're going to see a late release by the tight end here, staying in and then to the flat. And I'm not sure what this corner does. I think he blows this. He should run man with that post, but he ends up kind of sitting and tweening everything. So I think he misses his read. But let's take a look at this route as it develops. Get width and then a vertical post, and the wide receiver is running all alone. So obviously a blown coverage on that play by TCU. So let's take a look again, one more time. You're going to get outside leverage, vertical post, attack the safety, get him to cling, get magnetic, run the hook, sit flat, and then this is actually a receiver here on the line of scrimmage. He's going to try to attract both safety and corner as he gets vertical. So it's a great play design. It's another way to beat cover 4. Obviously, it worked out well here, and the blown assignment helps. That corner, who's really in no man's land right now, should be playing one or the other. He should either be trying to cover that man or sitting on the flat, but there's no way that you would have him just take the flat because this guy can't cover it unless the corner is expecting help from this safety. So it may be the safety, it may be the corner, but somebody obviously blew a coverage here because you're not supposed to have a dude running in free space like the wide receiver is for Cal on this play. The compressed look to get to that post on the outside versus the corner is a great way to attack it. And then when you get a bunch look, so you're trying to confuse the defense in terms of who they take on their releases, always good. Now let's take a look, not hitting them with a post, but still attacking that corner's leverage and getting after him with a vertical route. I love this last play. You're going to love it too. Now, I like this play. Remember, we talked about it. The backside safety is going to play that half field look, the sky look. And so oftentimes when teams are playing weak side, they're going to use this corner in a 4 read, which means he's going to read through number 1 to number 2. Well, you're going to see that Cal is about to bring number 2 in motion. And they're going to bring him in a motion wider than the edge of the line of scrimmage because they want him to affect this corner right now, get this corner to sit and squat in the flat. Number 1 is going to inside release to bring that corner's eyes back into him, and then he's going to run that dig route, which then holds this safety on that dig route. It's second medium, about 7 yards, and you've got 22 personnel in the game. So you've got 1, 2 running backs, a tight end right here, and a sniffer, another tight end, right here. So 4 big bodies, run heavy set, second and medium, down near your goal line. They're thinking run all the way, which means the backside guys are going to be in run support. He's going to be an overhang late B gap filler. And so corner's going to be trying to play man, but he is going to be left all alone out here on an island with nobody once this tight end goes away. So as he comes out, he gets that corner's attention. You're going to see dig and out. So that corner's thinking, oh, great, he's coming right to me. But then he turns and wheels. If you have an H-back type or a tight end type that can run, this is a fantastic play as a cover 4 beater against a team that wants to play that 4-read concept. Let's take a look. So sniffer comes across. Right now, he's pressing that corner, but he gets vertical and does a great job of keeping that inside leverage. Again, 4 rules when you play a team that plays 4, that safety is always thinking, number 2 through the vertical, I'm going to take him. When he sees number 2 go away, tight end motion guy goes away, now they're going to switch it off. And he's going to lock that when it crosses his face. It gets vertical, crosses his face. As a cover 4 guy, naturally, he is going to jump that route. And so it leaves that corner, once again, we talked about it, cover 4, you're trying to isolate those corners. It leaves that corner isolated against a bigger body tight end who can run. And when he gets vertical, that corner is out of position for the throw. Boom, out, dig, safety jumps it. Now you've got a tight end, bigger body guy against a corner, and it wins all game long. So as you can see, there's multiple ways to beat cover 4. We're trying to put the stress on that corner. The outside leverage puts him in a bad position to start, and you want to take advantage of that. Don't forget, subscribe, thumbs up, comment down below. You guys know the drill. Quarterback courses, if you want quarterback secrets, learn how to pass more efficiently, get great quarterback mechanics. Link is down below as well. Appreciate you watching. Just wanted to share some great cover 4 beaters with you here today. Hopefully you can add them to your arsenal.